Your misgivings, what brought me down. You make me sad to think that you were on the edge. But maybe we think.
Hello and welcome to SlummerTV. This is the official Neon Divide podcast. I am your host, Skiz, and I am joined today by, well, we've got four people here. First, we've got, going from left to right, we've got Detet, who plays Hank and is also one of our Wasteland DMs. Then we've got Shadowstar, who plays Juno.
Yo.
And then Seven, who plays Sarah.
Yep, Hattie.
And, of course, we've got Valendrix, who plays Yuna.
Hi.
So, before we get into anything else, it's kind of a pretty good with how many characters there are, it's not always guaranteed that everyone who watches or sees anything of Neon Divide will necessarily have even seen your character before. So, let's just do a quick run through of, who your character is. So right off the bat, you know what? Actually, because you're a DM as well, let's get to you last.
Yeah, go for it.
So
Start with
first,
that one.
we'll start with Juno.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even know what this... okay, well, I'm the medic of Scraptown along with these two. I'm now a Grove Tender, actually, as well. That just happened. For the Wasteland Cave.
And you're also part cactus? Is that
yeah,
correct?
yeah. I'm a cactus. I guess I forget so much to say it. I'm a cactus person, but now like fully plant. That's why these two exist. My bad. I'm jumping.
So then, as you just mentioned, these two exist because of you.
Yes.
So I don't know who was to explain that.
This one chopped my legs off last season because I ran off the edge of a building. He took them up to the upper city to give to Hadwin. Hadwin planted them, put super cancer.
Yeah, he did his super. He gave
like,
us super cancer. That's why we're clones.
Yeah,
imperfect clones though.
Imperfect clones, and
But
they grew really fast.
That's
Yeah.
not known in RP. We keep that super secret.
Oh yeah.
Yet. It's gonna
Yeah.
leak.
It's gonna
I feel
leak,
it.
dude.
And so,
Oh,
of
that's gonna be
these two
fun.
clones, first we've got Sarah. What kind of thing does
Hi.
Sarah do?
I play Sarah. She's the right leg. Uh, Starting off from the clones. Sarah is a medic and a botanist who is basically being mentored by Hadwin, and so that's cool. I go and I take care of the greenhouse every day in the wasteland. It-
Yeah.
I'm playing Stardew Valley RP. Let's go.
I grow those things on the
Yeah.
table there.
Yes.
There you go. A little bit of glowberry, a little bit of glow melon, all that good stuff. All right, and then lastly, Yuna.
I'm Yuna. I'm supposed to be like a little bit more timid, but she's been a little bit more brave now. She's the left leg, so she's like less dominant, so she's the weaker twin. So I
Clumsy.
can't like really clumsy. So I can't really like pick up anything like super heavy or like do any strong stuff. That's why I made this finally.
Oh, you're
Heck
doing
yeah.
the other thing other than medical. What do you do? Like your job.
I do medical. Make me nervous.
You're a mechanic.
Yeah, I'm a mechanic. She loves like making a bunch of like little trinkets, little invention stuff. She even made like something for like medical purpose. Where is it? One of these.
Oh, like
I
a
haven't
little stim
gotten to
injector
use
kind of
it.
thing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
supposed to like if someone gets shot with a gun bullet, she's supposed to
Oh.
shoot it, and it keeps it still. It keeps it there until we get them to a medical place.
Yeah.
That's pretty fancy.
But it
Heck
will
yeah.
break once I use it because it's made out of scrap.
Oh, well, eventually get better materials.
Mhm.
And of course, Hank. And then we'll also go into a little bit of the DM responsibilities as well after a quick description of Hank for us.
Yeah, sure. So Hank was ex-mercenary, experimental bioweapon. Used to be seen with a big scorpion tail and chitin armor all over his body. Has since then got rid of most of that because it was slowly killing him, and now just works around the wastelands, helping around the medical and with anyone else that needs any help's needed in Scraptown. Yeah, just kind of in
Also
everything kind
runs
of
the
go.
Retail art.
general store.
Oh, I did. Yeah,
Yeah.
I lost my tail for it. We weren't going to talk about that, but seeing as you're bringing it up, I guess I did get my tail stolen from me when I went to go and save Hadwin one time, and had to pay off my my rent with the retail arc, which is super fun, by the way. I very much enjoy doing that. Yeah. So that's kind of Hank as he is as a whole. Yeah.
And so, in addition to playing Hank, you're also one of the three Wasteland DMs, along with Spellboy and Willixer. So, I mean, how is that like general responsibilities? We don't need to go on a whole tangent or anything, but
Oh, it's a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare. These people are crazy. The extras that we use are fantastic people,
Yeah.
and we just about keep up with the shenanigans that not just these three, but everyone in the wasteland seems to come up with. It is always a wild ride every episode. Fantastic fun. Absolutely fantastic fun.
and because it's not just the work that you're putting in during session either. There's also a lot of stuff about like in between sessions. You're like working on like story weaves and like organizing with the other DMs and even with some of the players about like, okay, well, this is what's going on. This is kind of the finale that we've got planned. You know, all that stuff as well, and just juggling with all the other DMs in the in the other maps about like, okay, well, Valkyrie's doing this. That means this for your guy. Like, and you've got all that stuff as well.
Oh
There's
yeah,
a
all
lot
the
of
yeah. The cross map communication is massively key, and once again, everyone's great at it. But yeah, we work tirelessly between episodes just to make sure that everyone's getting the spotlight, everyone's getting sure that the story weaves are working in tandem and making something in the world, as well as people like Willixer. He makes models and obviously all the NPC dev work as well that works to help us make more creatures and bandit lords and all these different people around. So we do a lot of work making sure that we keep this place looking like a thriving and living world. Yeah, definitely.
And I'd say you're doing a good job of it so far. So,
Yeah.
so before we get into anything else, the three of you are very often referred to as the Cactus Girls, like pretty extensively. Like if you say that, everyone kind of knows. Oh, okay, they're talking about those three, and it's kind of almost unique in that kind of like, oh, a lot of the other RPers tend to refer to you as one unit, despite the fact that you do have other things going on, like working with Hadwin, like working with mechanical stuff, like working with the Grove. Like, how is that like in terms of? Do you find that to be a pretty good role play experience where you kind of have, okay, I know that I'm going to have at least these two other people kind of going with me at all times, or
Yeah, it's pretty great, honestly, because we all get along, so you can just do like funny little
Yeah,
bits
and
and
then
stuff.
We bounce off each other so well that it just makes it a
yeah.
lot more fun
And
than
when we
if it
catch
was
each other
on
off
our own.
guard too at times.
Yeah, like when you ran over
You ran over Hadwin. That was pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, it was an accident.
but you still surprised us with it.
Yeah.
yeah, that is also one of the other fun things is that we have the vehicles down here, which we don't have anywhere like in any of the other maps.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, plus you got the wasteland as a whole, which is just so much more space to work with compared to everywhere else. So you have things where you can just go out to the wherever that is the Grove Cave and just spend. I mean, that place is huge. That's as big as like the row
We-
itself.
Yeah.
It's-
We ended up spending a night there last episode.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the first night.
Oh?
The cave.
Yeah.
Was that intentional, or did you just get caught
we
off
got
guard by the
attacked.
sandstorm, or?
No, we got attacked by raiders like at the gate of the cave, and then like a good chunk of the town saved us, I guess, as well as his bandit lord
NPC.
character that he plays, the big bug man.
Harold.
He came. They all, yeah, Harold. They all
Harold.
scared
Harold.
off the bandits.
Is his name really Harold?
No, it's
No.
not Harold. He doesn't
We
have a
just
name at the
found
moment,
that.
but everyone keeps naming him these different things, and I'm just letting them play their role and just see what sticks at the end of the
His
day.
name is Harold.
They think it's Harold. I've been called Arnor as well by someone else. There's a few names going out there at the moment. Yeah.
That is kind of one of the fun things, though. Like with DMs, is that while you do have your main DM character, you've also got all these other like NPCs that you're kind of, okay, I need to move this one thing forward. Let me come in as an NPC who's just kind of their own thing.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah, we
find
have
it-
oh sorry, go on.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, we have like we play all different types of roles, but then you've got people like Willixer uses Tesh as kind of the person that can come to Scraptown and explain a couple of things in the wildlife and the changing in the motions of the winds and stuff. So he's very good to give information when information's needed. Like especially like I say for we just recently introduced the Moor, which is a big giant creature that's been roaming around recently due to effects that have been happening in the wasteland because of bandit lord movement. So Tesh was able to come in and kind of ease concerns that may have made people make maybe bigger and more dangerous mistakes, but we kind of saved some people's skins with the idea of what could have been happening. So it's a nice character to kind of throw out ideas towards the players that they can use the information to then go out into the wastes and explore more cautiously than they were before. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that is a great development, is that kind of reinforcement of there's a huge monster out here that you can't really fight. Like it really kind of adds the danger to the wasteland. Like, because it was kind of a thing. I know, like earlier on, and possibly even in previous seasons, where you would just have people coming down to the wasteland and immediately just going out on their own, like little 1-person, 2-person trips, and it's a dangerous place.
Oh yeah,
And-
when season 2, when the introduction to Wasteland first came about, there wasn't really a real notion on what dangers would be there, so a lot of people were a lot more cautious. And the more that the players have learned kind of the characteristics of the creatures and the way that the Wasteland works, they've been able to kind of cleverly in very smart ways be careful about where they move and know what sort of mannerisms these creatures sort of have, so ways to avoid or even hunt them down. So bringing more creatures into the wastes to surprise and catch people off guard, because it is supposed to be absolutely a dangerous wasteland, exactly as it is. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you have at least these nice places like the Oasis, I guess. But yeah, I think that idea is pretty well held now that it's pretty dangerous out here.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, with the Wasteland Grove specifically, so because now you're a grove tender and everything, um, how did that kind of come about happening? Just in terms of, because I know it's kept pretty secret from most people, or at least most people not in Scraptown. I don't know if in Scraptown it's necessarily as secret or not, but because I know that the three of you tend to like use special wording when you're talking about it, like, "Oh yes, we've got an errand that we've got to."
That's
The
our name
Aaron.
for the
Yeah.
cave. Yeah, we're going
Yeah.
on errand. But last season, towards the end of it, some of the mushroom people came down with the like a chunk of the grove, like the actual tree of the Undercity's grove, and they planted it down here, hidden, and it stayed dormant for like most of season 3. Then we had a couple the current Undercity Grove tender, they came down with Shale and Moral, and they visited the area and they could hear and feel the presence of something growing there, which ended up being the Grove spirit as a little juvenile guy. And they decided that I should be the Grove tender since the three of us usually visit there like almost every single session now, I think.
Yeah.
And I was also learning magic since season 2 to now, so it
That's
kind of
why
was
you
the
were kind of
perfect fit.
picked of,
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
because of the
yeah.
magic connection, not just the plant connection. Yeah.
Not just the plant. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah. And the
And
twins rely
so
on that cave a lot,
Oh yeah, definitely. The twins need the cave to kind of,
or they will
keep
die if
living.
they don't have that cave.
We there's like a serum, right?
There's a
Yeah.
serum you have to make.
Yeah, we make a serum every day since we're imperfect kind of thing. So we have to take that or we're gonna wither. So we really need the cave to live.
that
We're gonna
explains why
wither.
you're going there as often as you're going. Okay,
Mhm.
got it. That
Yes.
makes sense. Yeah. Well, I mean, there is something kind of fun about having a little secret base. I mean, even if it's not necessarily a secret base, kind of having a place that you're kind of like building up, protecting, and it'll be interesting to see how that develops. Moving towards the end of the season and even into season 4, like it's only going to grow. It's not going to. Well, I mean, assuming that everything continues the way it's going, and
Wait,
not.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Hopefully.
Although,
like
Yeah,
I
fingers
mean,
crossed.
you got to wonder, you're getting attacked right outside the cave. Does that mean that people know about it or?
oh well,
Yeah.
someone did visit the cave last episode that we were not happy about. There
There's
was
a
a tree
lot of
of work.
Yeah.
attention on the cave. Yeah, a
There's a
lot of
lot of
attention on the cave.
attention.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Oh man.
We
Next
need
episode's gonna be
It's
fun.
freaking yeah. Next
we
episode's
need
gonna be
we gotta
interesting.
get a guardian for it, and we gotta get it fast so we can have like.
Got to get your own shale down there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully someone that can, leave and go into Scraptown and stuff. Because I know that Shale, I think Shale was allowed to leave the Grove, but I know that I think that character has to stay in the Undercity. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But I know that there's like some like protector of the Grove thing that he's got going on.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, I mean, I think you could definitely, it's a bigger Grove. You could probably have him wander a little bit further. But yeah.
We had Shale did come down with the with
Okay.
Nico and that to inspect the cave itself. Yeah, so
Yeah.
there's a distance. So long as we had a guardian that, like you say, doesn't have to stay there all the time for the 4 hours that we play would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just in this secluded little cave all alone for
Mhm,
4 hours
mhm.
doing
But there's been talk even with players before about just like in the Grove and the Undercity where there's like houses and actual settlements, what could they do in the cave? Could they create
Yeah.
an area where people could actually strive and live and end on the session and start on the session in that cave as well? So there's a lot of potential, definitely.
Yeah. I
to
mean,
live in the cave.
it's a huge lush environment. It's protected from
Mm.
the sandstorm, to my knowledge, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
So
yeah,
it's just,
absolutely.
yeah, yeah. Well, it'll be interesting to see how that develops.
Definitely. Definitely.
Fun.
Mhm.
So, speaking of people, Hadwin bringing people to the cave that you're not expecting, how is Hadwin's work going in general since you're a part of that
How's
Yeah,
Hadwin's
Sarah.
work? Actually, Sarah hasn't been really involved in Hadwin's work. He's been more secretive, and so it's been
Oh.
causing some strife. I believe he's talking to you, the other Sarah, Gebra, we've been calling her. She's like a part of Geb.
Yeah, yeah. I believe
And so
that's
that's been causing like
yeah.
some good strife, some drama.
Yeah.
It's great.
Because as I'm sure you three aren't any different to this, but I'm pretty sure most people out in Scraptown aren't too happy with corporation people
Oh,
coming down and doing work. Sure, like Henderson, McCulger, they've got this whole thing of like, oh yeah, we're neutral to everyone, but I think it's pretty like anti-corporate for the most part down here. Is that accurate?
Yes, I would
He's
say
made a
yeah.
few dealings with people to try and keep
yeah.
independence for Scraptown. But there's still a very much an overarching sort of a distrust and disdain towards corporations from many players down here. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
There are some that have like involvements with the corpse though. Like you just signed in with Astral.
Well, that was an
accident, maybe.
accident. Yeah,
Yeah,
because Phoebe
but
wanted
still.
some help, so she asked if I wanted to go help her. And I was like, yeah, and she made me, and then she gave me up with it. And then later on, after like the episode, they're like, you signed in with Astral, right? Phoebe's from Astral. I was like, my character doesn't know that. She just wanted to help Phoebe. She thought Phoebe was nice and a good friend.
well, yeah, I mean that's kind of the problem with corpse, they just you sign one thing with one person and then suddenly you get a whole life debt that you're trying to pay off to 500 mercenaries or whatever, and it's just the whole thing. So
Mhm.
Sneaky.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
see how
what I
that
got with
goes.
the tail.
Yeah.
Shimetsu created the tail for Hank back when he got it removed from Avalon. So he's kind of friends with most people in Shimetsu, but obviously stays as cautious as he can around them because it depends on, like you say, the council in Scraptown and their opinion on the corporations that come down and their rulings and their dealings that they have with them. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Plus, you have no idea, like someone else, the person that you're dealing with in Shimetsu might suddenly get fired or leave planet or something, and then suddenly someone else comes in as a new case manager for, okay, we've got this Hank guy that comes up and every now and then for maintenance or whatever. How do we want to mess with him? Like you have no idea.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely, and that goes for
Yeah.
anyone that like you say does any dealings with any corporation. So
Yeah.
Wasn't there a deal for you last time to go up into space and fight
yes,
for them?
yeah, they
Yeah.
pay off the tail by going up and doing the that finale space mission back
Yeah.
in season 2. Yeah, so most of it's paid off. So they're in good cahoots at the moment. But exactly as you said, you never know what can change. Never can know what will change.
Yep. That's the problem with corpse. So we do have some clips that we'll pull up here and kind of watch them, react to them, that kind of thing. I think this first one is so. Again, the three of you are medics,
Yes.
and it's very different from other
Yeah. So
clinics, I would
we're
say.
not licensed doctors, so you get what you get.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
medics, not
Oh,
doctors. It's
you
not like
want
we
to
went to
tell
school for
them?
this.
Want to tell them our slogan?
Oh yeah, we got a little slogan. Your pain is our payment.
It's not even our actual slogan. She just
Shh,
said
it's our
that one
slogan.
day.
I said it one day and I keep saying it. It's our slogan now.
You
It's our
said it in
slogan.
front of the road doctors.
I said it before.
I know. You just randomly said it though, and then just decided right then that was our slogan. It has
Okay,
to be.
come up with a better, catchier slogan. I doubt you could beat it.
No, I'm not going to try.
I doubt.
All right. So
Stop taking
Everyone smile
selfies
for the
right
camera.
now!
Everyone smile for the camera. We're taking selfies.
God fucking damn it! This is not.
Sorry,
Pretend do something.
No, you're fine. Okay.
I got into the
so,
picture, actually, to be honest with you.
I hate it.
Okay. So, the stomach.
okay,
How is
so most clinics, it's pretty stressful. Like someone comes in hurt. It seems like because it's that's not the only time that's happened either. That someone has tried to take a selfie during.
So
So shout out to Shiloh, who has consecutively on nearly every time managed to take a selfie with every critical injury we've had inside the clinic at this point in this season,
For the
haven't we?
most part,
yeah,
he's like
he's
our
like our
honorary little clinic member.
Yeah, so he's managed to get in and take a picture nearly every single time,
That's what.
and I can't
That's
thank
the
him enough
episode
for
we
it.
got had.
I love it.
Oh man.
I also love that Detet's getting in, like, doing the peace sign as the photos being
Like, I'm gonna
taken.
be
and
honest, I was in that.
I gotta get my few seconds of fame. I gotta get in there every time I can. I'm not in the clinic that much anymore, so I gotta see when I can.
Sprinted up for one of these pictures.
I got Mike Wazowski'd in that one. You sent the one where I got Mike Wazowski'd in. You didn't send the other one.
That's the only one.
That's
That's
the
where he
one
sprinted up the
went to the-
stairs. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a great
Heard
picture as
Shiloh
well.
saying cheese.
Oh my
that's
god!
the
Yeah,
one
there you go. That's the
being
pictures
taken
of
on
the
Peace
yeah.
sign one.
Yeah. Being taken in the clip. Yeah. I mean, in general, I think just the wasteland, even like not just the characters, but also the DMs. There's a very different mood down here. I mean, every map has, like dumb bits that people will do. Like we've got heckin' Morbin Time is a gotcha app that's been
Oh
going
no!
around in other parts of the
Oh.
city. So I mean,
Oh,
things
Amazing.
happen, but still, I think it's pretty regularly like people look to the wasteland and just are like, "What are people doing down there?" They're
There's a very very high humor in the wasteland, and
Yeah.
that rolls in from both out of character and in character. And I think a lot of that is, like you say, you've got to laugh at the downsides to being in a position that you're in right now, and that, like you say, very much bleeds into the out of character at times. And we'll jump in when we can hear people are definitely laughing. Us as DMs will jump in, or we'll scare them with the eyes that we put on the models, just to have a little quick goof and then roll back
that was
into the
also
character.
that was also like a Wilixer thing initially, right?
Oh
That was
yeah. So we had a lot of people. So for instance, for me, especially with my work outside of this, when I talk to anyone, I do a lot of head nodding because it's a way of just communicating. Because in person to person, I've noticed that of course my hands will stay down here and I'll nod my head, but of course in these DM hands no one could really see if we were agreeing or not. So Will just said, okay, I'll just put some eyes on it. Didn't really say anything else from there. Showed us the eyes, and every person's first experience with those eyes has always been a very visceral, oh gosh, that's terrifying, fantastic. So then Will decided to go a step further and then put a scythe on his model as well, because he rolls very very low.
yeah.
So he
Every
gains
single time. Every single time.
He joins the medical, and we just tell him, "Go get the
We
key."
yell at him until he leaves because we want him to roll or Spellboy to roll because they're criminally low.
He's
So
criminally
bad.
low. Mm-hmm.
Will's not
Absolutely.
allowed to
Yeah,
roll
we
from
are.
bed. Cool stuff.
He's cursed.
Mm-hmm. And he knows it. He admits to it. He for one time he was helping Foxador Ema with his form change, and he rolled a 2 and a 2, a 1 and a 2. And then he said, "No, I'll prove this. I won't approve this. I'll do it one more time. I'm not going to make you have the same form again." And he rolled 2 again. So he's dead in the same form for another session. So that shows you how criminally low his rolls can be. Yeah, it's terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. That's why I do the death rolls, because I'm the one recording. Because if he does it, we'd have no players. We'd have none of you.
Everyone.
Sorry, Will, but it's true.
I mean, and I do think there is something to that as well, about the fact that like there is so much like bad stuff going on here. Like people are getting shot down here every single episode. People are getting hit by cars. Like, people are just there's so much danger down here. Like, and it's one of those things that like people in other maps, like in the Undercity for a while, there were a couple characters who were like, we had the whole Masaru thing going on, and we were like, well, the Wasteland just seems pretty chill. Like, it's so much like, why would you want to, live up here where you got to deal with all these corpses and everything, when you just pay rent and you're good down here? But then, bandits are driving, or the robot, like the cybernetic gang that you've got out here, that like like you've got major attacks and like sieges going on almost every episode.
Yeah, there's a method to the madness almost in that sense. Like you say, there's always something wild going on, but it's more Well, it's obviously less corporate in that sense as well, and it's very much ingrained into it. I like to see the wasteland as like, if you look at the row, the undercity and the upper city as like these hub worlds. The wasteland is like a hub world of Scraptown, and then this vast playing field almost as well. So it's they're kind of, when players go out into the wasteland, they know what they're getting into. They know that there's a danger every single time, whereas in all the other maps, there's a danger in any corner, absolutely, and you can't be 100% sure. But
and
there's
it's a lot more
always a
secret
definitive
danger up there. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. So there's always that, you're stepping out knowing that you'll probably get chased by a crab or something along the lines. If we can catch her, we'll always try.
Exactly. There's more danger, but you know it as soon as you see it down here. So
I've seen sand fleas up there before. I've seen the maw right over there in the around the oasis.
Seeing the maw was fucking great. Oh my god,
It's
he's
like
just a
almost as
hungry
big
little
as the rocks
guy.
back there.
It's very big.
huge. That thing is huge.
He's huge.
And then we had the alpha sandworm a couple sessions ago as well.
The
The
blue-eyes
blue eyes white sandworm, that came out and
The what?
scared a lot of people. So you'll find out. You'll find out.
Yeah,
You'll see.
you'll see eventually.
Why do I hear boss music? Oh my god.
That's the point.
Yeah. But yeah, because we had Captain Ahab up in the Undercity, and obviously he came down here for that. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We do have more clip? Yes. Okay. So let's get into this one, and then we'll talk about it.
Oh boy.
We put way more than usual in it.
Yeah.
Way more than usual.
Oh, I'm kind of
15.
Yeah.
20. Take it or leave it.
Oh! 20,000.
Yeah, let's take Urkel.
Wait.
Is he okay?
15.
20, take her or leave it. Alright, it's gonna go for me. Let's go.
I don't wanna experience that. I'm gonna go check on him.
My eyes hurt.
Why do your eyes hurt in this one? Wait a minute.
I was laughing so hard.
Your eyes are bulging out of your head?
No, the headset's hot. My eyes sweat. It's what got my eyes. Because I laughed too hard. It was too funny. Just the way he splats on the wall.
Oh my god.
It kills me.
So this was you selling green to Cornelius and Lyle. So what exactly is green? Because it feels like you can't talk about wasteland memes without getting into green in general.
I love.
I'm so glad you asked. I'm so glad you asked. So our product, Green, purchasable at the Wasteland, is a combination of a mushy lob, some hard candy. Well, we got a PowerPoint as well, which is a combination of mushy lob, hard candy.
Welcome to the world of green.
Oh man.
Was this slideshow made for something in character, or
we were gonna put it on his tail and make him play it for us since he played a movie last season, but he's not been around and he's not participating. He's not helping us at all.
I think you've got enough promotions at this point. I think you guys will be okay.
We love green.
See, we are very trustworthy. Doctors. Quotation.
Doctors.
Oh my days.
Doctors.
Then there's our examples of us being good doctors.
Yeah, it's you can
very trustworthy.
Yep, absolutely.
In the corner.
tell how good we are.
You really put the effort into this, didn't you?
Yeah, we do.
No,
Really
not
put
really.
the effort in.
You gotta buy it or see us, of course.
Gosh.
You're saying
Okay, now
you
let's
were
go
saying.
about. So we got the cactus soda from the Oasis Grill, hard candies, and the mushy lobs from the cave, and we got a little secret ingredient.
Yeah, I see that.
My blood.
Homegrown.
My blood.
Yes,
Oh, wow,
you
that
know,
was-
You don't
That
know
wasn't
it.
secret for long. That was very
No.
quick.
Oh, our
Sponsored by
sponsors.
Ah,
See?
very
Not
good. That's how
yet.
you know
Oh,
it's
we got
official.
customer reviews. This first one was Torak, of course. Just
Where's she
green did
getting
not
these
make him
images?
fly.
We gotta put. I see. We got it down there just in case, you know.
Oh my.
We got Ema. He just said it was green and he ate the glass.
What?
He ate the glass.
He ate
Yeah.
a bit of the. He ate
Why?
a bit of the glass. We had to get another jar.
He eats bones on the regular. It's fine. He's fine.
Yeah.
Wastelanders. What can you do?
Got Norbert. He got buzzed. He said we should
Instantly.
market it.
Well, I hope he's happy because this is the result of that
Alright,
marketing.
here's Maxie. Got under a kiss from Nor because they both shared a straw, and then
My one.
and then he jumped off a building after drinking green. He
Hey,
was
downhill
fine.
hit-
Yeah, he was fine because it also like it still had the medicinal effects of like Juno's blood normally, just extra.
So because otherwise it is just
Or the sneak.
a straight up drug. Is what I'm understanding here.
It is a straight up drug.
Yeah, pretty good. Got to watch the movie with a rat. Watch the rat. So before session ended, we ended up just playing a really bad bootleg of the movie Ratatouille.
Yeah, Ratatouille. It's called Ratatouille. It's on YouTube. It's so
Oh gosh.
bad that it's good. Oh man.
I mean, I guess that's what happens to the
Oh
wasteland.
yeah, so we had the Cornelius and Sheila one.
Oh my
He
god.
won rock paper scissors, of course. I
Because
think.
he had the green.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the green.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay.
See, if we hitting different.
Green hitting different. This is your mind on
hitting
green.
You get raptured.
I got raptured at one point.
Who put Scrunkly Hank in the corner?
Wait,
you did.
that wasn't there last time I
Yeah,
checked.
no.
It wasn't me.
How is
And that's
yours
what
again?
it does. That's what green
Yeah,
does.
that's how I feel as we are right now.
Yeah, buy it today. Call Radio
Call Radio
19 in the
19,
race.
come on. Buy it.
Uh,
We want to see Raisin Juno.
Yeah.
no,
Oh,
don't
yeah.
make me erase it, please.
I'm gonna steal all your blood.
No, I need that to live.
No, you don't.
Not all of it.
I
Oh,
do.
So how
Maybe
many
like
people have had green at this point? Was that just a full thing, or
That's
is it
most of
like
the people.
Yeah,
we
I
were
think
trying to
that's
sell
most
some
good.
to we were trying to sell some to in the row, but we ran into a problem.
Yeah,
Oh.
we ran into Avalon in the room.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? That's a great segue. I
It
think
is.
we've got that. Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Oh, there it is.
Right here.
We do have
Your Scooby Doo moment.
an issue in the
Yeah.
upper city, I believe.
There he is.
This is Hundero's point of view. who's-
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people. If you're referring to the double
transitioning through.
we recently had a double.
That was very Scooby-Doo, that people.
Oh yeah.
We bring the humor with us to the other maps.
Oh man.
The wasteland quirky type.
I saw him as well.
This was so bad on my end during this entire clip.
She lagged.
I lagged super hard. You can see it right there.
Frozen in
lagged
time.
Yeah.
so bad.
Everyone just felt bad for both.
You can see it. And then as soon as I stopped lagging,
I
Valigic
started
started lagging
lagging.
the same amount of bad on the rest of the way back.
I think there's a lot of people
Yeah.
joining at that
So,
moment.
so what is the importance of Avalon seeing the three of you specifically? Because that's a big high up doctor.
It's
Oh.
both that my blood is medicinal and because I'm able to like have clones made of me.
And
Yeah,
us
then
being
for them,
cloned.
yeah, same, pretty much
Because
the
if
same
they
thing.
ever like go into our blood stuff, they're gonna see that we were made out of clones and not actually
Yeah.
like.
Made out of
They'll-
Juno.
A fun fact
Yeah.
is that Juno can regrow her limbs. Like,
The full
Yeah,
people
watch
as well.
this.
oh yeah, you have that little toggle where you can just remove all of them and become like a.
A little nugget.
I'm a nugget. I could be a nugget if I wanted to.
It takes you like a day for it to go back.
1 day per limb. So like
One
if I
day per
lost
limb.
all
Pretty
4,
quick.
it would take 4 to get all of them back.
How would we cart you around? We would need like
We
a
also
little shopping cart to bring you places.
yeah, we also cut off one of her arms to put it in a pie.
Oh,
Oh yeah, for the
Do
cook-off.
you have the pie on this one?
No, I don't have the pie on this one. I asked her to take it off
Oh.
for space.
Oh,
It was like a
man.
one episode type of thing. It's not probably gonna happen again.
Yeah.
That Wasteland cook-off was pretty good as well, in general.
That was
Yeah,
wild.
that
We
was
rolled
so
a
good.
nat
Wow.
1 on making the pie.
For the filling, the crust was a 19. I made the crust solo. Everything was good. Spellboy rolled, and then Willixer came. And then Willixer came.
That's why it got so bad.
The nat 1 on the filling. We could have won. We could have won.
You should have gone Spellboy again.
I should have told him to go away. Oh
I
man.
think Subway was being Minto though at that time.
Yeah, he
Aw.
was. Oh,
Yeah,
I know. It was
yeah.
our only
It was a
option.
cooking contest, of course. Yeah.
He was our
Mhm,
only option.
mhm.
Yeah. So was he like going into that? Did you actually think, "Oh, okay, this is going to be good. We're going to make a great pie," or did you go in knowing at least, if not that it was going to roll a 1, at least knowing, okay, this is going to be somewhat similar to a green pie, basically?
I knew it was gonna be bad
So,
because it's
yeah.
drugs in a pie,
We were
Yeah.
So
both
and it was also none of us know how to cook. Like
none of
at
us
all.
know how to cook.
None of us need to eat, so we don't know how to cook. We
Oh.
just drink water and eat fruit. That's all we do.
Drink water, eat fruit, and lie.
Don't say that. Don't make that joke.
She was really proud of her pie, while me and Gina was scared because we baked in a microwave.
We took we baked it in the microwave. It did have Jolly Ranchers in it, as well. So
Green
that was
Jolly
in there.
Ranchers, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Yes.
What else did we put it in your arm, right?
Yeah, the whole entire arm.
My entire arm, yes.
Flesh and everything. Fantastic.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
I
then
think there's
you
also a glow
told
melon in that.
Jeremy. I don't know why you
Yeah.
told Jeremy, because he told everyone.
Yeah, Jeremy.
Well, it
wasn't
wasn't
gonna
hard
take.
to guess.
It wasn't going to take long for people to realize when she was running around without an
Yeah.
arm.
And then we
And the
Yeah.
pie was bright
it could,
green.
mishappened. Kitchen accidents happen, and the accident was her
And
whole arm
I-
was lost
I think
There's a pie.
into
Yeah.
the pie. It fell into the battery.
and then
the
the last 3
filling.
pieces went to Shiloh, Maxie, and then someone from the row of that
So
pie.
are you going to have to
It's
track
out
where
there.
that's going and
Someone.
inform DMs when it gets eaten? Like,
It's
Yeah.
been a couple of episodes.
It's probably wrong. But
It's probably super. It was already inedible before. I don't know what form it's gonna take next because it's been a
Nice.
couple of days.
It's like fast food. It'll probably stay like that for a long, long time.
Yeah.
it's going to be a terrifying thing when you look in certain row people's refrigerators.
Ew. It's
You're gonna find
growing.
a tiny cactus guy.
There's a tiny little cactus guy.
Yeah, I mean, if it's the same way that it goes with the two of you, well, I guess it hasn't had anything injected, but
Yeah.
the pie could potentially become more cactus people.
It could be cloned, yeah.
It could be
Because
close.
it's got all of my entire arm in it. So it's got the muscles, the flesh, etc.
Didn't your arm
I
like
feel bad
more
whoever
There's a
ate
story
it.
weaver in there.
Right?
I mean, I didn't add it into the clip pile, but I may have made a video reminiscent of Dr. Robotnik dancing inside of his truck from the movie, as the green pie may have done something. But I was doing it as a joke, but anything to scare these three, honestly.
Yeah, because he
Yo,
got
calm
sent
down,
to the
calm down, calm
hospital,
down.
right?
Yes, I was the one playing what was his name, Chef Rottenburn or something like that, I think it was, and I ran around the outside of the Oasis Grill, and he probably lost all of his guts, just to get rid of it inside of his stomach. Yeah,
Lost
so
all of his guts?
well,
all of
Not
them,
like
anything that was
dropped
inside of
out,
it.
like threw up.
Oh my god. I was just like,
Pie.
He's not dead, bro.
He's not a frog. He's not like shifting all his
Oh,
stomach out and then pulling it back in. Yeah.
I mean, like,
No.
the twins so far have like a 0 kill count.
Yeah, we have
I'd
no
be
one
really
has
scared
died
if
yet
that
in
was
our
the first
medic.
one.
0 kill
Smile.
count so far.
So far.
Far.
Mhm.
So
Watch out.
far. Watch out.
Watch out.
Watch out.
Oh,
Watch out.
me? Oh, yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm never going near you guys for medical.
Ah.
I know my place.
You mean I'm trustworthy?
Drama
Oh,
part.
look at me like.
He's
You're
stuck
such
in
drama
my
well,
well.
it was necessary to win. An attempt.
You didn't
to
win.
I know. I know.
You see this?
I'm pretty sure we were dead last because the
Yeah,
I
robot.
think we were.
dude,
The
Torque
we killed the
won more.
robot.
I think. What
Wait,
is
so
it?
you do have
He
a
got
kill
more.
count then? If you kill
Yeah.
the robot,
Yeah,
that
well,
counts.
Oh,
we-
it was
That
the
counts. There.
Yeah,
One.
okay. One. Let's go. High five.
One.
High five.
You see that? That's the medical people high fiving on a
Your
kill count.
pain
killing
is
someone.
our payment.
Do you think we can cash out on other people's insurance policies if they like have no family?
No, we don't even know what insurance is. We're from the
Okey-dokey.
wasteland.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, we don't. What is an insurance?
Where's it?
I'll tell you about it
For
later.
the, this is a very dangerous arc for the clinic.
Yeah. Financing at this point is not a good idea for these guys.
I mean, we were messing up for
No.
how much to charge like Upper City or like people not from the wasteland.
Yeah.
Mm.
It is always kind of one of the fun things about like playing someone who does like who is either very untrusting of corpse or just straight out hates them is that you can still interact with them and just get so much money out of them instead.
Yeah,
You
that's what we
don't
did with
have to be
Cornelius.
nice. Yeah. Exactly. You could be friendly and just absolutely, gouge
Rob
out their
them
wallet.
blind.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Smile.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
That's the way you do
Gosh.
it. Like I know that there are other parts of the city. There's also people who like they have okay, here's the prices, and then times 500 for any corporate that comes in. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's a
That's pretty
valid
much-
strategy. Yeah.
Extortionate inflation. I love it.
Yeah.
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 We do. Anyone in the wasteland gets the wasteland discount.
hmm
Yeah, so
Oh, yeah.
Wastelanders pay the least, and then it just goes up from there.
Yeah. I mean, because the wasteland. I mean, again, from having to defend everyone like pretty much every day, you very quickly get very close knit with all your neighbors and everything, which
Mhm.
is something that both the Row and the Undercity could absolutely learn from. Like that, we don't have that. Like Undercity, we have the zombies, but people go down there. They don't come to us. It's down here. You got people coming to your front gate. Everyone, you're all defending your neighbors. The three of you are pulling around with the ambulance. It's like saying, "All right, we've got medical supplies here. We're setting up in the garage or whatever. Come by if you need assistance." Oh,
Oh.
jumping there. It's you definitely get that community feel down here, and I think a lot of people really wish they had that in their maps, just because of how divided it is everywhere else. It's like
Divide?
some sort of
Divide
neon
drop?
divide.
It's
Yeah.
some sort of neon divide.
Yeah.
I mean, we did have
It's
a
very
pizza
much-
party with the whole town.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the
it's
pizza
definitely-
party.
Definitely one of the things that's nice about the wasteland as a whole. It's very, very family like. Everyone's very much working to help each other in some ways, and there's a couple of things here and there that
Yeah.
cause strife and struggle between them all. But overall, it's a very nice. It's one of the main reasons I love working down here in the wasteland. It's just a really nice feeling between everyone. Yeah, really, really fun.
Yeah. No one's stabbing you in the back, and if they are, they might at least come out here to do it rather than shooting in town. Because you guys have
Yeah.
all these. So the laws in Scraptown, I mean, they're all very much retaliatory based. Like it's okay if you shoot a bullet in Scraptown, you get 10 back. Like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean,
Or you fight in the arena.
yeah.
If you steal a vehicle, you have like the rights to murder who stole it. I almost had to do that with Anna. When
Yeah,
took the
she
ambulance.
almost had to shoot Anna in the face.
And I said no because I don't want to kill her.
Put Mercury in a spot because he didn't want to arrest his wife.
I know,
Speaking of vehicles, could we actually pull up the
Oh.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, the infamous. The clip.
Infamous.
but before we get to the ambulance thing, because Unit here is learning to drive currently, if I'm not
Oh.
mistaken.
On Speed Racer himself.
Yeah,
From
the
Mm.
From super
famed
famous speed
driving
racing.
instructor. Yeah.
Alright, do I...
Next one, call that man an idiot.
Hey, move out of the road, idiot! Slow when I hit him.
I mean, you tried.
Out of the way. Okay.
Oh, are you okay? He was already crippled too.
I'm pretty
He was already with a crutch.
I think I ran away. How do we?
Now, this is
Chum.
avoiding your hit and run. What you do is you hit him, right? Now you get out of the car and trick him. Because you
You know, I ran over headwind. I ran over headwind. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I do think the fact that he does have a crutch there as he's laying on the ground
Oh my gosh,
already.
Shiloh coming up.
So
You don't see it here, but Shiloh loses it and starts like laughing.
he starts
And
dying
starts
laughing.
recording. He pulls out
And
his
this was
camera and
only
starts recording
just
everything.
just after you guys had just recently healed him. After he was,
Yeah.
was that only was captured from before?
Didn't you have a whole fight with him too? Because he kept taking off his crutch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, he was like putting his crutch down to go reach up for stuff, and I was like, "Get your crutch back on you." I was calling him decrepit and old the entire time.
He was made to like keep the crutch like an extra day because of you.
Because I
Mhm.
hit
Well.
ran him over.
Well, I mean, hopefully he learns to keep using the
both
crutch
ways.
then, at least.
Yeah, and look both ways when he crosses, definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I don't have a clip too, but I did go out near. We were trying to go to the Oasis with Speed Racer. He told me to go boost off a 60-foot cliff. We didn't know it was a cliff, but we jumped out and we landed perfectly in the floor. And Woodixer said, "No, I'm rolling for that." And I rolled a nat 20, so it basically was just a super sick flip and it hit to the floor.
And then
I
he proceeded to ram into the wall
yeah.
of the Scrap Town. The Scrap
And with
Town
that, I had to give it back. The next day, I had to give the car back to Ema, and Ema was not happy. I spent like 4 days helping him out with the race to make up all the money on the damages.
Was
He
that
gave me
the
like a
golf
little.
cart as well, or one of his cars?
It was his cards. He made
Oh,
me
of
wear a
course it
dunce
was.
hat for like
a little
Oh, I
dunce
don't have
cap.
it. I don't have it on this model. But
It's on the other
I
one.
was made to wear a dunce cap for like 4 or 5 episodes.
Hey, that explains
Everywhere
it.
in
'Cause I
town.
keep seeing clips where like you were wearing a dunce hat, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
what is that about? Like, what?
Yeah.
There
And
you
now
go.
Torak
Yeah.
now refers to me as Dunce every time he sees me. Even when he's sober now. It's his name.
I mean, you carry a label for a while, and
Mm-hmm.
Torak's gonna remember it. Yeah,
Absolutely.
because I know that was one of the things as well. Was he would always remember Scully's name because it said Scully on it.
Yeah, yeah,
So, you get a name written on you, that's gonna be your name. Yeah.
Dunce, 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 dunce.
Dunce, dunce.
So as previously mentioned, like again, you have the vehicles down here, which no other map has. We've got I mean, the other maps, like they'll spawn in a drop ship, just for some people are about to go out on a run or something. Or I mean, you guys even see the drop ships out here all the time because corps are constantly coming out of the wasteland, landing in the salt flats, coming into town. But so vehicles in general. I think let's take a look at some of these ambulance clips. Unfortunately, yeah, those. Okay, that's a shame.
We did get an upgrade on our ambulance.
Oh,
We got Ema to upgrade our ambulance, so he added extra seats and a faster base speed because people in town
Oh.
said we couldn't follow them into missions or stuff like that because our ambulance was too slow.
Well, I memean, hey, now you'll be able to help people out a lot faster because you got a nice fast ambulance then. But yeah, all I was gonna say it was like, do you have those clips that the TET that you posted? Do you have those anywhere else that people can look them up or?
I think most of the ambulance ones are in the public Discord in the clips areas. If you just search my name through, and there's been a lot of fun with them.
I think
Such
Case
as
Face was the one who firstly clipped it.
yes, one of them was from Case. Yeah, the first clip was from Case, and then the other one is on me actually, which I'm slowly uploading them to YouTube at the moment. So not right now, but you can grab some clips and set them through. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
because they were very funny.
And also in general, I just want to point out, like, all of the edits that you're adding as well. You're not just posting clips, you're like adding sound effects, adding zooms. And I mean, in general, I will say that the Wasteland has a lot of the TikTokable moments tend to
Yeah.
be down here.
Oh yeah,
And
I love to take clips or go on Unity and do videos.
yeah.
It's so fun. I started with the TikTok dance on Twitter with Hank
Yeah.
dancing with that, and I just kept going from there. And that's what I do for fun. I find it super entertaining. Yeah, yeah, I find it super entertaining.
It's always fun.
In general, that is kind of one of the fantastic things about the community in general is like it's just so much fun to just make stuff and share it and just I mean everyone is like always absolutely excited and thrilled whenever people are like posted videos, posting artwork. There's so much that people do, and I know we actually have quite a bit of art to go through. I mean, like a lot of art.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cat and Seven really love drawing the trio.
Yeah.
Before we get to the stuff that the two you drew, Shadowstar and Seven, I know there is a drawing that Glitchpoxy did of Juno becoming a grove tender.
Yeah. It's so cute.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I
That's
love
right.
it so much.
It's so
It's
adorable. I love it
adorable.
as well.
It is
dude.
so cute, man.
Out of all the cactuses, Gino has to be my favorite. Wait.
Crap.
I mean, like compared to us, Gina's like the
original.
cutest. Like the original. Like oh.
The not faker.
Jesus, because Shadow the Hedgehog reference. Oh my god.
For real? Oh no. My character is a Sonic reference.
Oh,
I'm also crashing.
Uh-oh.
I tagged out.
Oh.
Probably too hard.
All right. Well, don't worry. We'll get you back in here as soon as we can.
While we wait for her.
Oh, the ambulance.
Oh, there we
We
go.
have the ambulance clip.
Yeah, the ambulance.
Oh God! All right.
What's happening?
The thrusters are going nuclear.
Just get in the car back.
Oh,
I've
okay.
got Judo. I've got Judo. The car's being moved. It's fine. Where am I going?
Did you come with us?
Unhealthy addiction.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
she
and
did.
Gino fell out
Oh
of the map,
God!
right?
Going into the floor.
I don't know. It's the sand. It's the sandworm. It's eating it. Oh Lord!
Problems like this normally.
I think it's a lost cause. I think we gotta
We got a winch on this thing. No, we don't. Oh Lord! All right.
Guys,
I'm out of there.
Please, I'm a cactus. I'm a cactus. Oh no!
You broke that man.
Farewell,
correct me if I'm wrong.
Cactus
I think
Folk
this was-
and Norbert.
I think this is when we first learned that if you have no clip, like a
Oh,
GM
God.
might have, and you try to drive a vehicle, it causes issues.
That's what that was.
Yeah, so I may have had no clip on at that time when I was trying to get the ambulance moved, but you were already clipping through a little bit at the time, I think, if I remember rightly.
Yeah.
And then Juno crashed, so that's why I'm there saying I'm a cactus. 'Cause I just wanted to, keep the immersion that we were still in character, and failed miserably, as you can see, as I slowly dug myself down into the ground and had to respawn everything and everyone back to town. But yeah, that's one of my favorite clips. That's genuine fear
so
coming
good.
from my voice. Yeah, that is genuine fear.
I like the bit where like towards the end you can just hear you going no and it fades.
Yeah. That, like I say, that is the absolute genuine fear because in my head I'm thinking, how do I fix this in character? And there was no real way of doing it, so we had to kind of blend it correctly into back into character when we could, as these guys were just absolutely losing their minds at it, which was just hilarious.
Also, I just want to point out that Willie's shirt in this clip.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those
we're
little
gonna talk about
guys.
that.
Oh, speaking of that, Sarah
Actually-
canonically owns one, right?
Yeah,
Because
Ty I was threatening somebody with my bat.
You're
And I
turning
think it was
Norb.
Odd or a Norb. And
Yeah.
Ty's like, I'll give you a little guy shirt in order not to
guy
do
shirt.
that. And I said
Little
deal.
dice.
And so Sarah wears it as like a nightshirt. Goes to bed with it. Just a little guy.
That's excellent. That's excellent. Okay, so we'll wait for Shadowstar to get back to go into some of their art, but we do also have a lot of art from Seven as well. If we can have a poke at that.
Yeah.
I think those bottom three there. Yeah. First of all, it's fantastic how many artists we have in this community in general.
Oh,
'Cause
absolutely.
It's,
yeah.
like it's, and again, not just the characters, but also the fans are always posting stuff. It is just so much. And again, like I think one of the great things with the Wasteland is how much meme stuff there is down here leads to even more art as well.
Yeah, you already.
So yeah, like here we go. Like
This is the first time I was meeting like Missy Mott's character, which is Gebra, Sarah, the other Sarah, and
Yeah.
she comes down and like I think it's just like, oh yeah, here's Sarah, the plant lady. I go, oh shit, my name is Sarah.
And
Like
I'm a
in that
plant lady.
moment.
And you're
Yeah,
also a plant lady, both
Yeah.
figuratively and literally, because you're also a botanist and a
Yeah.
cactus.
Mhm.
It's such a fun like little coinkydink. I love it.
Yeah, that is one of those things that I absolutely love that's happened is because we have so many characters, we have characters with repeat names, which is something that happens in real life. But in so many campaigns, people try their hardest to avoid similar names when that's, again, a thing that happens in real life. So, like, again, we have, at the beginning of the season, we had 3 people with the name Sarah.
There's another one.
Well, she goes by Ashlyn now, but yeah. Plus, it's someone's, one of the runners also has the name Sarah as their runner name. Like, just completely coincidentally, we have 4 people in this RP using the name Sarah.
I could start a club.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you could.
yeah.
We
Yeah.
could like meet on like every other episode and be like, "How's your day
It's-
going?"
And it's
You know?
funny how because of how we came up with the names too.
Oh yeah, like how we came up with the names for the twins is pretty good. Well,
How did that happen?
It was
wait,
me.
Yeah,
one
so
sec, I see
here's
something.
Oh,
I'm arriving. I'm arriving.
You're arriving?
I'm running as fast as I can.
I
So slow. Hold
I
on,
see you.
give me a minute.
He
I'm
has something
coming.
to say. Let her be.
He's summoned. Yeah, I made it.
You can't see, but she's sprinting across the screen.
And she
Okay.
has returned.
I'm back.
Okay, you want to
So
say?
you're
Hey, your mouth's
floating for
moving.
me.
Your mouth's not moving. Forehead.
Yeah, unmute.
Touch.
I'm
about that?
unmuted. I'm
There
unmuted.
There
you
you go.
Okay. So Judo is actually named after a character in Mega Man Legends because it's one of my favorite games, and I'm a nerd. So I wanted the 2 characters that were clones of her to also be named after it. But in Mega Man Legends 2, there's 2 twin girl characters named Yuna and Sarah, and they both have like the happy-go-lucky personality and the angry, grumpy one. So it fit a little too well for these 2.
We're
That
one big
I-
Mega Man reference.
One big Mega Man reference.
I've played Mega Man Legends and that never even clicked until just now.
Yeah.
God.
He's a
That
huge
is
Mega Man
wonderful.
nerd.
I love
That is
Mega Man.
wonderful. Heck yes.
I actually never played Mega Man.
Disgrace.
That's great.
Oh, damn.
I guess that you know what you're playing next.
You gonna? Is
You
it
know-
like?
you-
Is it emulated? Is it like what? What is it? Like?
You could emulate. Wait, I mean.
I
Let's
mean,
moving on.
yeah,
Let's
you
get this
can,
back-
you
this
can
podcast
buy
back.
it later.
So
Next.
again, we've got more art from Seven. This one is 7, right?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is mine.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
did
yeah.
this.
Yeah.
It's just like the little scrunched up. What are they called? Like the little tiny, the tiny.
Chibis?
Yeah, I
Chibi,
guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you make them into emotes too.
Yeah, I have them as stickers and little emotes. I thought that'd be cute. It's just that sometimes Like I have the what is it? The little oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm losing my place in my own sentence.
No worries, no worries.
Okay, this one has like little animal characteristics because I thought it'd be cute. Like Gina has like little dog ears. Hina has like a bunny
yeah.
ears. I gave Sarah like cat ears. And then you got Shiloh in the corner with the little frog.
Yeah.
Little frog.
Yeah.
We always include Shayla, since he did give us his old house in the
Yeah.
RV.
Yeah, because now he lives in the RV out there, right?
Yeah,
We're
and
neighbors.
a lot of people are jealous. I'm jealous. I love that
Oh,
place.
that
It looks
RV is
cool.
so good.
It's so good.
You get no privacy, but it's one of the coolest,
Yeah,
the coolest RP houses in the
absolutely,
entire thing. Yeah.
definitely.
Imagine if that gets turned into a vehicle at some point.
Oh, that's smaller than I thought. Well,
There we go.
Okay.
Those
So-
this is like a reference for when Mercury had to stay in the clinic overnight, and Vel made a joke about them about to like play Uno during that, and I
Well, there you
okay, I
go.
got the cloaks right. I thought I got the cloaks backwards for a second. I literally just started recognizing it, and I was looking up and back. I don't think we have a video of that, but it's just like a fun little Uno. Does Emo have Uno? We could replicate it.
What?
Oh,
Does Emo have Uno?
I think so.
I think so. Okay, that might be replicated soon. That'll be good.
Oh,
Just an
excellent.
Uno match.
No, dude, playing Uno with you is a nightmare. You hoard all the cards.
I'm very good at Uno.
No, you're not.
Criminally good.
No.
You hold all the cards, and then you're like, "Oh, I think someone's about to win." Gives everyone all the cards.
Oh, I do
Yeah,
switch.
actually, so-
We do like the 0-nos where we like switch the deck a lot, and so
I
it's
mean, hey,
always
it's a
fun.
valid strategy, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Stockpile up
Chaos,
a big hand so that you can then, so we do have, again, plenty of art. I think. Also specifically, yeah. So these are from last season, right?
Last
Yeah.
year,
Yeah. This is
Hank's old design. Use
Yeah.
it.
Scrapdown Defense
Using
Force.
it.
Yeah,
I mean, hey, you got to use what weapons you have at hand.
exactly. And we had what, 4 at that time, didn't we?
Angry.
Well, we would have had 4 by now, at least. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, because
Yes.
you also got
This
there
is
you
what
go.
the twins' first like old design.
Yeah, because they appeared in non-canon nights a few times as much shorter versions of themselves.
Yes.
Yeah, it took
yeah.
a minute to get their design settled.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it took like a long while to work on it and everything to get them ready for season 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course there's
Stars.
Charles.
I love that one. That one's great.
Oh, here's what Shmudo's old character.
Yeah.
So we were in the Undercity, and we were gonna go up what was it, like a little sewer line, but all of Masaru came down, and we freaked out and went to a corner. He comes up to us, he just starts shaking his hands up and down, and we were just terrified in a corner.
Yeah, that sounds like the classical Lyle experience.
Yeah.
It's like, why is this cloud yelling at us?
I'm scared.
Okay, so this is something else is that you've been doing like these draw overs.
Redraws, yeah.
Yeah.
The original screenshots from Encanto.
Yeah. I mean, it fits so
It's
well
always-
though. With
I do love that picture. That is great.
Commenting him is so funny,
Yeah.
especially in art. I don't know. He's just fun to draw. Just sad.
yeah, Hank just looks done with the world.
I think if you look at that picture again as well, you notice that
Oh, yeah, it
the
is.
things on my neck do look a little sus as well, which I have been told by these guys. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
yeah.
I mean, Among Us. He's got
Yeah.
Among Us on him.
Among
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
Yeah,
God.
yeah, I could see it. Yeah,
I just now realized that.
oh my god.
yeah,
Among Us.
that's pretty sus right there.
We've got to get really close just to make sure everyone understands what we're looking at. You know? Just in case.
Jason, draw the big circle around it. Some
Is
arrows.
it- With
Yeah.
a shocked face on the side for a YouTuber,
No way.
Among Us and Neon?
The vibe? Or like,
Gosh.
But yeah, I think that it's just one of the great things with the Undivided is just like how much even out of character, everyone's drawing stuff. Everyone's, like posting memes, like making videos. Like you really do get just, I mean, for those who have time, you use so much time on Neon, just living in it, making content for it. It's so much fun. I absolutely love this community.
And that, like I say, that goes with
merch team.
that goes with a lot of people. Like I say, not in the role play as well. Like you've got people like Flash Gordon, who does fantastic art. You've got
he's in the role play now. He's an extra.
He's in it. Yeah. Fat Saturday, who does the meme videos. Some of that stuff that they put down is hilarious. They're fantastic. Yeah. And you were saying Kat being Shadowstar being in the merch team now as well. Yeah.
Merch team.
Let's go.
For the record, don't forget to check out store.neondivide.com. I believe the link is. We have all of the right now we have the logos of both the various corporations and of course the ND logo itself. You can buy them on shirts, hoodies, mugs for the logo, all kinds of fun things.
Fantastic, yeah.
I remember this one.
Oh yeah, what's going on in this picture real quick?
So over season 2's break to season 3, that's when we said that like me and Hank went and just taught the twins all about how to do medical stuff, so that they were ready in season 3 to just go right into the clinic and
because they got this first skill point in medical.
Yeah. So they started medical because we taught them.
Well, you taught them good. 0 death count except for 1 robot.
And that wasn't medical, that was a pie. So
that was cooking.
It's only a little.
Yeah.
That started it all.
This is what started it all because he made the joke. He's the one that told me to doodle this, and I did, and then they got latched onto it really bad, and they wanted to play them so bad.
So this was just like this is the very first time you even designed the characters at all and everything.
Yeah,
the very first.
Right.
We were just freeballing a funny idea, weren't we? And we were like, hey, it kind of reminds us of the characters from American Dad, wasn't it? That was
American Dad.
Over, yeah. And so Shadowstar drew it, and here they are.
You got yes-anded a lot. It was like really good. It just kept on going.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
But that's what they actually looked like.
That's what they actually looked like when they were forming. The little
until they turned into just people.
That's
clones of Juno.
Yeah, absolutely horrific. Horrible. I hate it.
little plant spuds, dude.
The meat
spuds.
Potatoes.
I like how you can also tell which one's which by the little hair.
Yeah. Oh, that is horrifying.
Aww.
So
now imagine if that's what we were if that's the models that you're playing currently. Just like little amorphous
still growing
rolling around everywhere.
Can I have that for one non-canon at night?
No.
I want to play a little meat spud for one non-canon night.
Jeez.
And I think is the last of them, or I think it is.
Yeah.
What do you have planned for the rest of the season? I guess let's go one by one. I mean, Hank, what kind of plans has Hank got for the rest of the season? I know it's kind of a different situation with the DM responsibilities, but
so I'll leave the DM things to the side as to no spoilers. But Hank's got a lot of work dealing with a couple of people that have chosen to. One person took his old armor after it got taken off of him. And another character has been spliced with one of the sand fleas and has like a crab claw now. So that's Shura and Ema. And they've been hearing some weird voices calling them in the wastelands. And Hank needs to help them find out exactly what it is that may be calling for him, calling for them outside in the old abandoned Avalon labs. So that's his main thing for the rest of the season. Yeah.
Before we move on, do you find that kind of tricky? playing along with that while you absolutely, as a DM, know where that's leading.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like
Yeah.
any DM, knowing it is half the battle of trying to pretend that you don't as well. So yeah, it can be tough, but it's also fun because I kind of can't wait to see the surprises as they happen, and I know said surprises that may happen in the future depending on characters' actions and how it plays out. So maybe not tough so much, but more like, I really want to tell them, but I obviously won't, because you're excited because you like these stories and you like seeing the people engage and they're having a great time. So yeah, you always want to tell someone, but you always keep it down and watch their surprise and their excitement as it comes through. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So then, Shadowstar, what about plans for Juno for the rest of the season?
I believe mainly just focusing on getting the Grove set up. Like, that's the main goal. I know me and Yuna were planning on also going on the mission for this thing he was just mentioning.
Yeah, we just need
We
someone
need to
to look
hire
after.
bodyguards.
Yeah, I'm already in the process of hiring a bodyguard,
Oh,
so I don't want to say like names yet, so to keep spoilers and stuff like
okay.
that.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I
But,
mean, plus, as much as you can plan,
Yeah.
things could go a completely different way.
Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of one of the big things. But yeah, working on the Grove, working on joining him with that. Anything else, or just kind of seeing where it goes?
I just go with the flow.
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, that's a
Whatever.
perfectly valid way to do everything. I mean, again, so much happens. You have no idea. It's hard to plan for everything. So sometimes just going with the flow is the best way to do it.
That's what I'm doing as well. I'm going
yeah?
with the flow strictly. Other than that, it's like I'm gonna be taking care of plants, botany. It's gonna be fun. Just that I'm finding the most fun thing to do.
Yeah.
That day.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that works. Real quick, so the whole, I mean, the botany stuff outside of the hydroponics lab. I don't know what that the little Hadwin building is called.
Greenhouse.
Greenhouse. There you go. So what kind of botany stuff do you do out in the wasteland otherwise, or is it mostly just dealing with the plants out here? And
I'm so glad you asked. So right now I've just been taking notes of what's been going on in the Grove and Cave, basically the plant life there, because they got a ton of plants in there. There's like so many. So I have like a little notebook that I've just been doing, and just saying where things are from and taking that. So it's like actually a physical thing in the RPA you can look at. Like this one right here has like some light notes I have
Hopefully
textured
you don't
on.
ever lose that.
Oh yeah, no, this is totally takeable. I even have like a little Google Doc of replicating it, so if somebody actually takes it, they have
you
all
can
the
send it
notes.
to them. Heck
Yeah.
yeah. That's one of the things that I absolutely love when people do is when they're not only putting like things on their avatar, but also like keeping records so that they can just translate to anyone. Like, oh, you went up to this secret place. Well, all right, this is what you find then. Things like that. I absolutely love the amount of effort that people are putting into just little things like, oh yeah, I'm keeping notes. I may as well write out the notes and have them ready in case anyone else finds the notes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I keep notes of all of our clinic like transactions and patients and stock in a little Excel sheet.
And if
So
people paid or not.
if anyone decks into the PC in the clinic, they'll get everything.
Oh, that's worrying. All right. Hopefully that'll not come back to bite anyone who sought, okay, well, because I know people specifically come to the wasteland thinking like, oh yeah, their stuff will be off the books. It's not going to be an Avalon clinic. Avalon's not going to know anything about it, but you're still keeping all the records. So
It's still a clinic. We're gonna keep records.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
I think you went around town asking for like what people are allergic to.
Yeah, I went
blood
around
type.
town one night pretending to have a notebook what people's blood types were and what they were allergic to. So that's in the clinic computer, right?
You never told me.
Oh no, it's not in there. Oh man, it's just in
Never
Sarah's
mind.
notepad.
Well,
Okay.
and lastly, so what is Una got planned the rest of the season?
I'm going with the flow right now. I'm trying to see how the stuff is gonna go with Phoebe, and then the mission I'm gonna probably go with Juno and Hank and them.
Yeah.
I'm also making more trinkets and stuff, like this
Yeah.
arm thing. It's not full on synthetic arm, it's just something to help her with her weakness and to lift stuff up.
A bit of
Like
a
she
brace
probably
sort
wants
of thing.
to,
Yeah.
yeah, she probably wants to like build more stuff on her and just like to help her and to help others, like more medical tools.
Heck
'Cause
yeah.
she's been like, she also wants to probably offer Ema some help with the garage and then learn more from Prowler. Cause like, and Norb, because Norb was the one who helped her make this.
Yeah, because he's he's one of the technicians at Prowler's shop, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, that is kind of one of the nice things is that the two of you had very blank slates going into this, and being able to, you know, kind of develop into, oh, I want to learn mechanics. Oh, I want to learn botany. Like, you know, you're kind of getting your own. I mean, you're very much a product of the world as it is, instead of just a lot of people come in very heavy backstory, you know, all this. It's kind of interesting to see. I mean, very, you know, you kind of are figuring it out as you're going along, and it's turning out pretty interesting, I'd say. So it's been pretty cool.
We try to go like different paths and stuff with the twins because you don't want to be known as like always together,
Yeah.
always near
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
You want to
Yeah.
own identities and stuff like that.
Yeah, because again,
Yeah.
like I think very much at the beginning of the season, anyone would look at all three of you and not actually be sure which one is which.
Yeah.
And so, you know, being able to develop into your own characters and all that, I think is a great way to help avoid, you know, oh, the twins and Juno or the cactus trio, you know, like you're moving away from that very in a non-forced way. It feels very natural, and I think that's really cool. So yeah, I think unfortunately we're starting to wrap up here.
Before we wrap up, though, we have a Patreon question.
Of course.
So the one and only wonderful dogs who you might have seen walking around in the backgrounds earlier asks, are there any other elements that the ambulance is going to explore? So far we've seen the air, so far we've seen it fly in the air and swallowed by the ground.
Yeah, space. That's where we're going next.
Oh,
we're going right to the
Final
moon.
frontier.
Yeah, let's go.
I want to go. Yeah.
Honestly, you know, give the ambulance some of the new flight controls. You know?
Yeah.
But, like,
Yeah.
I think if we talk to like Speed Racer, he'll like totally help out and put a giant jet on the back of it, like, you know,
So Ema,
like
he'll
a
probably do
really
it.
big like rocket pack or whatever. Just have
That
it
might
zoom
take
up.
that might take up all the space for like the patients in the back, though. I'm
But we're
kinda
going to
looking-
space.
Yeah, we got
Space actually helping people. You know,
You may have a point
What
there.
happened
You may
to
have a point
your
there.
payment? Our payment. Huh?
Other than space, though, we could just drive it into the oasis, get water, drive it into the
Oh, yeah.
volcano, fire.
We'll die if we go to the volcano.
You can take over for that.
Yeah, I'll do.
You'll be
Thank you.
fine.
Thank you so much
Yeah,
for
yeah,
giving me the
yeah.
opportunity
You'll
to
be
do that. Yeah,
fine.
thank you
You'll
so
be
much.
fine.
You'll be
Thank you.
good.
Yeah.
You can put on your playlist.
Yeah,
There you
like,
go.
I
You
don't even
heard it.
think
You
we
heard
can
it
go
here
to the
first.
fire district without like being in danger.
Yeah.
Yeah, just bring it up the lift into the Undercity and just drive it through the sewers. Great. We will love that. Thank
So
you.
many
Yes.
possibilities. So many
Can we
possibilities.
do that?
Do it like a Naked Gun style opening, where it's like, you know,
Yes,
just driving to all the
yes,
different
yes,
places. Yeah.
yes.
That might be my next video idea. I'll be honest with you. That's quite a funny idea.
Yeah, let's do
Hey,
it.
You have no idea how much it pleases me that you brought that reference up.
Yeah. Amazing.
Do we have any more Patreon questions, or was that the?
Nope, that
only
was
one
it.
from- Oh, all right. So as always, unless Deadly, you'd like to talk about the wheel?
Yes, so everybody should now, hopefully. No, not. What the heck? OBS. Okay, everybody should now see the magic wheel, the wheel of the raid, because as every time we have our podcast, we are going to rate one of our community members. Everybody on this list is a member of Neon Divide. Some of them are players, some of them are actually staff. And yeah, we're just going to say hello to them, look into their everyday life on Twitch, because Neon Divide is a RP that has many, many different POVs streamed all over Twitch, after all. Before we do that, though, I have to remind you once again, Neon Divide is a completely community-financed project, so if you want and if you have a few spare bucks, you can support us on Patreon. Everything of that goes directly into the financing of the development of Neon Divide. And additionally, and I actually set up something for that as well, if you look into chat, or not, what the heck? Okay, it's broken. If you scroll up in chat a little bit, you will find two links. One of them goes to our merch store on store.neondivide.com, where you can currently find all the corporate logos as well as a few other things. We occasionally have limited time merch drops on there, so it's always worth checking it out once in a while. Additionally, you can also join our Discord. The link is in the info box below the stream, and the Patreon link is on the screen right now. But with that all said, here we go. It is now time to spin the wheel. And at least if I found my mouse, that would be professional. Trust me, I've done this before. And now we are going to see who we are going to raid, and it is going to be Garg.
All right. So before we head on over to Garg, let's all, say any last final words anyone wants.
Buy green, buy green, buy green.
Buy green, buy green, buy green, buy green,
buy green.
Buy green.
I can't pull it out.
Well, there you go.
That's it.
All
That's
right,
words.
everybody,
great.
you've heard it. Buy green.
I agree.
Give Garg lots of love.
Yep.
As he
Friendly
is
burrito
a
man.
member, the friendly burrito man, and a
Green will go
player
with-
in
well
Neon
with
Divide since,
burritos.
I believe, the beginning of Season 2. And other than that, feel free to check out the episode this Friday on one of the many channels that you'll find in the stream team. And yeah, thank you for watching SlummerTV episode number 8. We will see you guys next time.
See you later.
Bye. How long do I keep waving?
As long as you want to wave.